Okay, welcome back to another GBL video. Today we're going to be featuring Shadow Drapion, Shadow Meganium, and Shadow Swampert. Let's see how many wins we can get here. These are all shadows, so this is a triple shadow team. First we have a Frostlass versus the Shadow Drapion. This is kind of a neutral matchup. We are going to be able to do the super effective crunch. So let's see if they end up shielding here. They decide to first shield, and we get the debuff. So that's going to be huge. That's going to be threatening another KO with the crunch. They decide to throw their avalanche a little bit after, farming up some energy. We go for another crunch to either get that second shield or KO. Because they got debuff, this should be more than enough. Okay, they decided to go double shield here, so we can take the rest of this game up a shield, or if we decide to, we can just let it go or shield. Okay, we ended up decided to just let it go because we think that one shield is more valuable in the backline. They really don't want to see that Drapion, so we decide to go in with our Swampert, because Swampert with at least a shield in the back is usually a good idea. Here we end up going for the Earthquake because it's a shadow. It's going to do huge damage. Huge damage. Boom! I don't know, probably like 75% right there. The best thing they can do here is Ice Punch. Okay, so we survive the Ice Punch. We decide to switch out and bank the Hydro just for whatever's in the back. And we end up farming it down with the Shadow Meganium. That was huge. That Meganium. Oh! And we see a Registeel in the back here. Unfortunate for them, our Meganium does have the Earthquake. This is going to be a nice Shadow Earthquake coming in. That's about just under 75%. This should be a Focus Blast. Let's see if it KOs. Barely doesn't KO, even as a shadow. That's actually kind of amazing. It allows us to get into another Frenzy Plant here. Takes out the Registeel. That is crazy. And then remember, we had a Hydro banked. This shadow Swampert here. Let's see if this is enough. Should be enough. And boom! Triple shadow team just took down. What do they have? Frostlass, Reggie, and Medicham right there. Pretty tanky team except for the Frostlass, but pretty meta team there right there. That was fun. That was fun to see and fun to do. Hopefully, this team will just, do decent enough to where some of you can try it. Obviously, it's very glassy, so you do have to wiggle around and potentially save some moves. All right, Medicham. This is XL, most likely XL, right? Yeah, this is an XL one. Medicham versus our Shadow Drapion here. We go for the crunch, try to get the debuff, and then we go from there. Surprisingly enough, 2 crunches I think is close to taking it out. With the poison stings doing that neutral damage, it adds up. So here we're probably gonna bank that they have an Ice Punch, which indeed they do. So then we go for the crunch again, and we threaten a shield, or we take it out here. Let's see what they end up wanting to do. They decide to shield, okay. And we decide to come in with what? Ooh, we come in with the Shadow Meganium, trying to get the huge farm down. We're anticipating this is Ice Punch. We might even be sacking this. I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Oh, okay. We're just gonna one shield farm down this entire Medicham. So this Medicham has done crazy work. It's taking down basically 2 Pokemon, but our Meganium has huge energy. Okay, they come in with a Bastiodon, so that tells me they have a water type in the back, most likely. Huge damage right there. If it would have gone through, they decided to shield it, which is good for them. And unfortunate for them, our last Pokemon is a Shadow Swampert. This Shadow Swampert with the shield is going to be able to do crazy damage if you throw in the right timing. As you can see there, we were able to throw it right before they got to the move. This is going to be shielded, most likely an Ice Beam, which is indeed it is. This Ice Beam would have taken us out, but it would have been close. But these residual bubbles would have taken us out. So here we're counting, throwing the move right before they get to another Ice Beam. And luckily, we have another Earthquake. And this is definitely going to take it out. I think a Hydro right there is the mistake. You don't want to go for Hydro right there because it would be, if it's an XL bulky one, it would actually survive. So you do need to go for double Earthquakes if you come in with a XL Azumarill. And plus, we needed to make sure we had enough health to ensure this follow-up win. Just review that sequence. We had Earthquake thrown at the Bastiodon, forced the shield. We threw one Earthquake against the Azumarill, which survived. We shielded, then we got to another Earthquake to take out the Azumarill, and then we got to another Earthquake to take out one-hit KO that potential Bastiodon. That Shadow Swampert went crazy. Okay, let's see what we do here on this other game. This is the insta quit. They're gonna fear the Scorpion. Fear the Scorpion. They didn't want any of that. It was taking super effective poison stings, but I guess they didn't want to deal with our backline. They just knew we had triple shadows. Alright, let's see if we can end this off. We have a good old Altaria here. This Altaria is going to be taking neutral poison stings. We go for the crunch. It's neutral. Didn't get the debuff, unfortunately. We're gonna have to shield this just to apply pressure. At this point, we do want to stay in and just do as much damage as possible to this Altaria, because both the Pokemon in our back are not very good. So we do get the shield. Let's see what they want to do here. We get to another crunch. This is either going to force another shield or it's going to take it out. We do get both shields, and they CMP tied us right there. Let's see what we end up doing. Okay, we decided to let it go because we think that we can take it out with the Shadow Swampert. The Shadow Swampert with this Hydro, it's going to be... I think it's going to be enough. If not, we're going to be able to farm it down because we still have a shield. Okay, perfect. And now let's see what they have in the back. Okay, so they have the old Obstagoon here. This Obstagoon, nice looking shiny. I am a little distracted by it. Okay, and we should survive this Night Slash. Barely. Because we are a Shadow Swampert right there. Shadow Swampert putting in huge work. Not only is this Earthquake going to do huge damage, probably like 75% again, and they end up having a Fairy type in the back, so that's why they double shielded that Altaria in the front. Here we want to throw on decent time, and unfortunately that didn't go through correctly. They did get that extra charm right there, but nonetheless, those Frenzy Plants have taken in some huge damage. We're gonna farm this down. Oh, never mind. We're just gonna go for the Frenzy Plant. This triple Shadow team actually worked out for us. Give it a try. Let us know in the comments how it is for you. Is it gonna be good? Do you have all 3 shadows? Let us know and enjoy the video.